All right, what's going on, my peoples?
What's up with it, my bows?
Evos! All right, welcome to another episode of the Millennial Man Podcast. I'm your host, Derek Chard, along with my co-host, Bryson Womack. And, you know, it's not too late, but we're recording this episode, around like 6, 7 o'clock, I'd say?
Oh, you just had to go there. You had to go there. Derek, you know what I could say about 6, 7?
What?
Suck it.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's funny you say that just because I think that one irks me. And obviously, coming out of spending some time during the holidays about a month ago, um, being around more families and seeing the younger kids, and it was that actually came up was the 6, 7. There were a lot of people that said, "I'm so annoyed by that. It's so annoying." And then it made me think about, gosh, didn't we do the same things that were annoying to our parents probably? Or that if I went back and saw myself as, you know, an 8 to 13-year-old, what was so annoying that we did? And it's funny that when you did the 6, 7, I just did the suck it because I know that was a big one. Walking up and down the hallway, throwing your hands down by your groin area and just
Oh
yelling,
yeah.
"Suck it!" Did you? I guess y'all probably partook in that one as well, huh?
Yeah, and I think, talk about like difference between 6, 7, what the kids are doing now, and like suck it. Like suck it was definitely like not derogatory, kind of, but like almost like an FU, like, hey, suck it. Whereas like 6, 7, I don't even understand what it is anyway, but I remember doing suck it a lot, like behind people's backs, though. Like, especially like if I didn't want to get in trouble, like if it was a teacher, or if it was like my parents and they said something, they turned around and I wouldn't say it, like I would mouth it, but you know,
Yeah, I think
I just
too.
thought of something else too.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, again, now I'm going to more the derogatory of the 6, 7, but you know what I have gesture I haven't seen in a long time that I used to do as a kid?
The old arm. That was the when you took your fist. You threw it down in the crease of your elbow, and as soon as you did that, you took your other fist and you threw it up in the air. Yeah, it was like
That
the
the
F.
other version of like flipping the bird, like, and then if you wanted to double somebody, you do this and this, like, that
And
was
throw the finger. So yeah, on top of that fist coming up in the air, you would throw the finger up. I remember one that we did was you'd take your hand and you'd put it right here in your Adam's apple and you'd flip it right off your chin. And the same
yeah,
thing, right when you flipped it off your chin, sometimes you'd finish it
throw
with
the
the bird.
bird.
uh,
I
I,
feel
I,
like that one. I feel like that one came from the Italian community or something, like fangul, like like
I'll be
maybe it
honest, I
came from
think
The Sopranos or something. Who
a lot of our
knows?
slang felt like it was derogatory, if you want my opinion. I felt at least there's not a lot of kids running around flipping people off in special ways or yelling suck it, or I know I haven't been called like a butthead since the 90s, but I think at least now they're just kind of funny and they really don't, mean anything derogatory. I guess at least I know. I don't know.
Butthead, butt munch,
Dweeb.
um, dweeb. Is that what you just said, dweeb?
Dweeb, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, well, there's definitely some words that we used. And it's so weird now because I still use them, but like what I was trying to think of some things that I use like um oh, just something as simple as being like, "Oh, my bad." To me that's normal, but I bet you there's kids that are like, "Why are you saying that?" Like I'm sure there's a new slang word for the kids now for saying my bad. I don't even know what it would be.
Yeah, my bad
Or
would be here. Another one is just saying hey to someone. I feel like we take for granted, but a lot of people, outside of our um, age gap don't say what's up, but it's like sometimes just as simple as what's up.
yep, yep. Or like leaving, being like, "All right, let's bounce."
And then right when that happened, the first thing that you did was shotgun.
Yes, shotgun. What was it? No, shotgun. No. um, what was it? Shotgun.
No
No.
takebacks or no challenge. Shotgun, no challenge.
Was it no challenge or no like where like you couldn't beat them to the car? Because if you just said shotgun, but they beat you to the door, they would get the shotgun. So it was like shotgun. No. Oh, I can't even remember what it is.
I know ours was shotgun, no challenge. Because if you said shotgun, as soon as you said shotgun, that opened it up for the someone around could be like challenge. So if you didn't instantly hit it with a shotgun, no challenge, and someone hit you with a challenge before you said the no challenge, then it was either last one to touch or first one to touch the car gets it.
Yeah,
Rock paper scissors. We would do like the punch game where you like put your fist like 6 inches from their arm, and whoever quit first. We had all types of different games we'd play um, to get the shotgun from the other person. Now I
yeah,
do remember uh, when you'd call fives. If you got up from your seat, you like fives, and
yes.
you'd say fives, and then no take back or something. And maybe that's what you're. I know that's what I'm thinking of. We said something different then because if you said fives and you weren't back in 5 minutes, then they could take it. But if you said something else, then they couldn't take it in 5 minutes or something like that. I don't really remember. Maybe you know who might
Love
know.
five, dude. I totally forgot about fives. Fives was
Right?
great, and that started a lot of arguments because like
Oh yeah.
if people didn't respect the fives, they're like, all right, fives, and then someone would be like, they'd sit there and they'd be like, I don't care, I don't play that game, and like other people would be like, dude, like he called fives, like you can't do that. That's messed up. Like that's
It
against the code.
gets
Like he called
totally.
fives. Fives is great. I want to
I
bring
actually
fives
was thinking
back.
maybe I could ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
I was asking Jeeves to see if there was something that could help us jog that memory on when you call fives.
Oh, I know what the shotgun one was though. It was we called shotgun no blitz. So blitz would mean you could like if you called shotgun, you're approaching the car. You didn't call no blitz. You would sprint, blitz the car like sprint, and if you touch the door handle first, then they got the shotgun. But if you had to say shotgun no blitz, that's what we said.
All right,
Did you ever have no blitz or no?
I don't know if we use no blitz, but I actually just asked Jeeves,
All right,
and
what's he saying?
it's official. It's the official rules of calling shotgun no blitz. And it's got an entire layout here, but the standard rules are you must say shotgun, and then I'm trying to see where it talks about saying blitz. But gosh, it talks about like proper footwear you should have when running and re-entry. And oh, you had to have line of sight. You couldn't call
Yes.
shotgun until you could see the vehicle.
Yes, I definitely remember that. You couldn't call like if you're coming out of the store, like you can't call shotgun inside the store. Like you got to get out to the parking lot. And I
And
remember specifically like running to where I could see the car and like my friend knowing what I'm doing, like, dude, no. And I was like, shotgun, no blitz. And they're like, damn it.
did you have balks? If you pulled the door handle before the car was unlocked, then you had to forego your shotgun.
Yeah, I don't think that we like called it a balk, but I do remember something like that. Like, yeah, if you did that, before it was unlocked. Yep. Yeah.
And I remember what I was thinking of with the fives, no seat back.
No
Fives, no
seat
seat back.
back. So what did that mean? That no seat back?
It basically meant like it was like a ritual where you couldn't call it from getting up from like a prize seat on the couch or whatever. So it's mixed in with the shotgun rules, but it's essentially to make it where it's a banned practice. Like you couldn't, people could call it as you got up. So
Oh, so
say
they would call no seat back before you called fives.
fives or shotgun, and then that meant, hey, it's locked. You can't do it. Now anybody has game. So there was that.
Yep. Well, that's
That's what
like shotgun. If you didn't say no blitz, if I said shotgun, the other person would say blitz, and then you just take off running and got to get to the car first.
What were some other good little slangs? Or heck, what about just anything you did that was quirky? I know, not just sayings and slang, but there was all the gosh, one of the things where you took your hands and you like put them together. I don't even know what the purpose of it was for. You put your hands together where your fingertips are all aligned, and then you would just fold down your middle fingers. You'd spin your hands around where your fingertips or fingertip to palm, and then you'd wiggle your middle fingers. And I don't know, it was like such the weirdest thing to do, but you'd do it all the time. Or you'd take a mechanical pencil and like let out a bunch of lead and like stick it on your arm and then hold the eraser and act like you're, injecting the needle in your
Yeah,
arm, you, like
yeah.
slide the pencil down. And we always thought that was like so cool.
I don't know this whole thing, but I remember there was one where like you did it with someone else's hands and then you opened up and either it was like the finger doing this or it was something else and you had to like guess which one the other person did to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you did the hands with somebody else. And I know there was like this stupid, I don't know, my when I was a kid, like here's the church, here's the
Just the
steeple,
steeple,
open the hand and
open
look at all
it,
the
and all the
people. Yeah,
people. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But there was something else that you did, oh, or was it just you did this and you opened up
Oh, the butt crack.
and it looked like a butt crack or
I don't even know
fucking,
how to.
yeah.
Did you ever
But
do it where you put your hands together with someone and you rub like the outside of your fingers and it feels like a dead person's hand?
what?
Dude, it's really okay. You can do it by yourself. It's pretty hard to do. No, it's probably impossible to do. But yeah, you would take your hand, you put it up, you put palm to palm with someone else, and then you just rub the outside of like one of your fingers, like the outside of their index finger and the outside of your finger. But when you do it, because you can only feel the top side of your hand and then you're touching the top side of their hand, it makes it feel like it's a dead person's hand. I don't know, or that's what they would call it, but it feels like the hand is like not alive or something. It was the weirdest thing ever. You never did that?
No, I don't think,
I
not
would
that I
imagine
remember.
I would imagine there's plenty of listeners out there, or they're sitting there right here as I'm saying it, throwing the hand together with someone else and rubbing the outside of your fingers. Next time you're with someone, you have to do it. It is the weirdest feeling, but it was something we'd always do. Is like you said, oh yeah, the weird feeling. It's like making your hand go to sleep or something. I don't know.
I mean, I know the stranger, but like that's about it.
Oh,
Sit on your hand long
we'll
enough and
save
then,
that topic for another day.
No, I didn't know that one. Hand stuff, dude. I remember because back in school, like projectors, dude. Like I had a little bit, but like hand puppets, like doing stupid stuff
Oh God,
because
yeah.
there was like school projectors, and then the teacher didn't really know who did it because they're like looking at the projector and you're doing something to light, and then you stop before they look back, like doing stupid stuff like that. I did like tendencies as a kid. I don't know if kids still do this, but like the biggest tendency that I always got in trouble for, and we did all the time in school, was always jumping up and hitting the door jamb or hitting the exit sign. Like, ADHD kids, we didn't have phones, right? Like in school, we were just like bouncing around the hallways, just like jumping off the wall, hitting the door jamb, hitting the exit signs. Um, you know, running your finger along the little brick line, like as you went down the hallway. Um, making shoe sneaker scuff marks on the floor on purpose, just to be like doing stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah. God, there's so many. Heck, we used to just play the game of sharpening our pencils and like holding it in, like laying it in your hand, and then throwing it up at the tile ceilings. And you'd have to stop your hand right when you were basically vertical in the air or 90 degrees with the floor or the ceiling, and the pencil would go flying straight up, and you'd just stick it in. But
Yes.
the challenge was how long could you get a pencil to stay? And not meaning it fall out, but before someone noticed and a teacher like knocked it down with a broom or a janitor knocked it down like with a mop or whatever it may be. So you had to get creative, like go to the corner of the room where the TV is and go behind the TV and throw one up there. But then as you're like, what? Then you come in, the teacher's like, all right, today class we're gonna be watching a movie, and then you're like, oh dang it! Like now we're gonna be looking at the TV, and you can like see the pencil like behind
Pencil.
the TV.
I think we did it like the teacher would turn around and one of us would go real quick and get it to stick up there. And even if she turned around, like, unless she looked up, like, we could try to see if she wouldn't notice. Or like, and then you hope the pencil fell down when he or she, the teacher, was turned back around. But yeah, we would always play games trying to throw the pencil and get it stick in the ceiling tiles, whatever those little foam tiles were, asbestos tiles. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably. Gosh, now we got all types of things. We did the catch up. Lunch was the best. I don't know about you, but lunch was when all the fun stuff happened. And I remember us executing ketchup bombs, where you would take ketchup packets and you would twist them and twist them. And you probably twist them like 4 times and basically make it like look like a little bow tie. And what we would do is, yeah, if you threw it down, it would explode. But we would actually take them and like twist them and like drop them as we're walking and just wait for someone to step on them and they would explode all over their other
Yeah.
lap. Or taking like
Yeah.
can tabs from like a Coca-Cola can or a Sprite can.
Oh, flicking them on your finger, sticking them on your cuticle.
Yeah, sticking it in the cuticle of your finger and like flicking it across the lunchroom to see who could get the like go how many tables could you fly or whatever. And
Dude,
God,
that's still the funnest thing to do. It was probably like a year ago, or I don't know how long ago I did it in front of somebody, and it might have been like my little nephew or like somebody, and I did it, and they were like, "Whoa, what was that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, this you don't even know about this." Like, it's like still to this day, that's like fun. And actually, I got a little tab right here. I'm gonna now that I have you reminded me.
that might be coming off later and getting flicked, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna get flicked at Amanda, and she's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" We're like, remember
I
this,
also remember
dude?
us being dumb. We would do especially like go like it was like part of like ooh when you're in 4th grade you do the sissy like there were called what we called sissy tests, which now I'm sure we'd get canceled if we went around saying the sissy, but um
Yeah.
but it was like, oh, in order like 4th grade, like you've got to take an eraser to your hand and basically sit there and erase and erase and erase until it like take the skin off of like the top of your hand. Or then in 5th grade, it was, oh, you got to take a pocket knife and like write your initials in your arm, which granted, we weren't like carving permanent tattoos or anything, but just barely scratching the surface thing. And we're cool, like, ooh, yeah, ooh, he wrote his initials in his arm. Dang, like he must be in 5th grade. Like
Yeah.
he's cool.
I remember the weirdest thing we did, and I don't think a lot of people did it because I think I've asked people before, but and maybe I'm wrong, but we played quarter, like a game. I think we call it quarters or the
Knuckles?
quarter game. Knuckles, yes. So you
Yes.
spin the quarter
Oh,
and
that
then
would
you got
hurt.
it and you go back and forth to try to keep it spinning. And if you're the last person to hit it and it stops spinning or you hit it off the table, then you got to put your fist down and the other person slingshots the quarter right into your knuckles,
Yeah, they
dude.
would take it and like put pressure with it on their thumb and basically
And then
just
yeah, and
there
slide it
were
across the
some
table into your knuckles and like that's what we did. I remember doing this, yeah, and I think it was probably maybe started like 5th grade into middle school, or maybe I don't even know what age, or maybe it was younger. I don't even know, but we used to get in so much trouble. And dude, I would go home, like my mom would be like, "What are you do?" Like I still have scars to this day all over my knuckles. And like I remember one of my buddies, we had like a battle back and forth, and one time I did the quarter, and the quarter like went halfway into his knuckle, like into the skin, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's over!" Like
there's like blood on the table like a
there's
daggum UFC match in an octagon.
yes, there's blood on the table for sure. And I
Oh
remember
my
it got banned, like the teacher, like it was like a big deal, and that made it even cooler for us. We're like, yeah, like, playing quarter. All right, hey, you stand here so the lunch lady can't see or the cafeteria monitor can't see or whatever.
what about playing paper football?
Yeah,
Like
paper football.
I kind of want to sit here and ask Jeeves how to fold a paper football and just play some paper football with somebody because I felt like that was fun. Like that was
Oh
a
yeah.
fun game.
I mean, shoot, we all knew the pretty much the proper way to fold like an American flag because we folded paper footballs and left enough at the end to stick in.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
right.
and make,
Or like the notes, you'd fold a note and you'd pull the tab, like the tab to like pull the note open, and you'd like right, pull here, like you didn't know to pull there.
do you remember, did you ever know, I don't think I ever knew how to make those things that did like, um they're like fortune cookie things where you put your fingers in it and you're like, all right, pick
Pick a
an even
color.
number, and they
Or
go
yeah,
four, and you go one, two, three, four, and then it opens up and you're like, all right, pick one of the things inside, all right, or it's like six, and you go one,
blue.
two, three, four, five, six, and then you like open the tab, and it like says something like, or it was like,
We were making our own fortune cookies essentially.
it was like fortune cookies, but also, yeah, like fortune cookies, but also like a magic eight ball kind of like, or I don't even remember what people wrote in there, but yeah, you like pick stuff. I guess it
Does
was like a
Sarah want
fortune
to go
cookie.
out with me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you'd pick the numbers and it gave you different outcomes. Like
That's another
weird.
one. I wonder what they say today when they say like dating a girl, because I know ours was always. I remember my parents saying like, "What do you mean you're going out with her?" And I'm like, "She's my girlfriend. I'm going out with her." I'm like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I don't know. We're going out." Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, you're going steady. And I'm like, "That's stupid. What do you mean I'm going steady? I'm going out with her." Like,
Yeah, because going steady was the
that was
boomers.
the
That's what they said.
70s and 80s. Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah. And it's funny, like asking a girl out. Like you're asking a girl out in the fourth grade and you're like,
You go out
will
with
you
me?
go will you go out with me? And it's like, yeah, where you go? And they're like, yes. And you're like, ah, and then you don't even like, you just run back to your dudes and she runs to her girls and you're like, we're dating. And like I
I'm
still
going.
remember the first time, I think it was in fourth grade, like I was going out with this girl, but like I didn't know how to be a boyfriend. Like I was like, yeah, like we're going out though. But like I ignored her. I didn't even pay attention to her, whatever, this, that, and the third. And I remember like I thought it was just set in stone. Like, yep, it's known. Derek and oh God, I forget her name now, are going out. And then I remember one day in the hallway or something, she like broke up with me. Or she was like, yeah, we're not going out anymore. And I was like devastated. I was like, wait, what? Like I just got dumped.
Yeah, and it's not even nearly like what it is, once you kind of have that first love, but you thought it was. And
Yeah.
uh, I will say, I don't know when I asked my first girl out or to be my girlfriend, because I'm definitely going to say the first few were done via note. I'm saying in person, that is, because they're either done via note or it was a buddy walked over to her at the dance or like a little party and
Yeah.
was like, hey, like, Bryson likes you. Do you like him? And there it was almost this thing where like, your friends knew you were together before you knew you were together because you just told them that I liked her. The girl said, "Yeah, I like him too." And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, so we're together now, I guess. And then you just awkwardly just talked on the phone at night or something. I don't know.
Oh, dude, awkward phone conversations were,
AIM saved us.
yeah, dude, because I remember talking on the phone sometimes and like the girl just wanted to stay on the phone. We weren't like, it was literally like silence. And I'm just like, all right, I guess it's just what we do. Like I just gotta sit on the phone in silence and like I don't know. It was like the weirdest thing, but you had to like, oh mom, I gotta call my girlfriend. Like
Oh
and
God.
then if you hear the click on the other side of the phone, mom, get off the phone. Like the downstairs phone, like picking up to listen in.
Yeah, I forgot you had to share the daggum phone. Goodness gracious.
Yep. Yeah, but if you heard that little click or whatever, you're like, oh, I think my mom's listening in, trying to like, or your sister, or your sibling, or somebody. Uh, dude, I don't. This could be a whole other topic, but I got it because we just played the phone. Do you know what total phone was?
No.
Well, I think they call it total phone, or it's essentially like three-way calling. And my parents were old school, and we were cheap. Like we didn't get new technology, we didn't get new anything. And like I remember new phones came out that had like a total phone. It was like called total phone for some, or like three-way calling essentially, where like you know I call you, and then I can call whoever, right? And if you're quiet on the phone, like they don't even know you're there, but it's like like three-way calling essentially, right? But I don't know why we called it total phone, or maybe it was just like the certain phone company called it that. But I wasn't even aware of it because my phone didn't have it. and I got total phone pranked real bad. This girl called me, and the girl that I didn't like but liked me was on the other line, and she was asking me questions about her, and I was being honest, and because I had no idea this other girl was on there, and all of a sudden she was like, goes off on me, and I'm like, oh no, you guys, I can't believe y'all just did that to me. But I'll never forget that.
Sounds like, I
Because
mean,
then,
gosh, we used to do a lot of phone pranks. That, I mean, I forgot about that. That's something I don't even know if it exists anymore. But phone, I mean, now because there's so much caller ID or the way you call back, or yeah, I mean, you just don't. Back then, it was
dude,
so easy. You just called whoever or whatever and said what you want.
no, well, it came from some sort of radio thing that was like, it was like, hello, this is Kumar, or whatever. Is your refrigerator running? My what? Is your refrigerator running? Yeah. Well, you better go catch it. Then you just hang up.
Like, those are the things that you look back now and it was so harmless, but we thought we were committing crime almost.
Well, we did some bad ones. Like I look back and you never
Oh,
even
there
know
were
what
definitely
happened. Like
some
we
ones
used to
that told us
call,
the line. Yeah.
like well, we used to call like the Chinese food place too, and be like, all right, we need like 5 orders of this, 5 orders of that, and then like we'd give somebody's an address or a random address for delivery. Because again, there was like this was before credit cards, so it was just like cash on delivery. So they like, and I don't even know whatever happened to it because, but like, who knows? Did someone show up at their house with like 10 pounds of Chinese food and be like, we didn't order Chinese food, and they were like, God damn kids again, like we don't know like if it actually happened or not.
Go all day about. We'd have to have a whole episode about pranks.
Mm.
There were some. They were whack.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Some were rad.
Yeah. I still remember the first slang one of my cousins was like, I think he said it was like either sick or like we were watching TV or something. I think it was like skateboarding. He's like, oh, that was so sick or so nasty or like or bad. And I was like, it might have been bad because I was like, what are you talking about, dude? That was awesome. And he's like, yeah, it was fucking bad. And I'm like, no, it was good. He's like, dude, bad means good. Like I remember him teaching me that, and I was like, oh, he was like a couple years older, and I was like, all right, I'm cool now. Like I know, like I'm gonna, and I think I probably walked into school next day, and I was like, yo, that's so bad. Like I thought I was the coolest kid in the world.
I would say it is interesting how there are a few that had a transition. Like I remember at first it was like, oh dude, that's dope or that's sick or that's baller. And then I remember that first time I heard someone said, oh, that's dank. And I was like, dank? Like what is dank? And then, that's when the kids started kind of maybe smoking some weed or something like that. And that was like the better kind of weed. And then it was everything from that point on that was baller or fat was that's dank. And I was like, oh man, it was like now I'm cool because I'm using the word dank.
Or like fat too, like
Yeah,
PHAT. Like, dude, that's
that was a
so
later
fat.
one.
And you're like, what? And then you realize like, no, that means it's cool. That means it's sick. And like it's just so funny how you come up with so many different words for the same thing, and then you describe that word with the other words you made up too.
I remember saying like something was, oh, that's tight. Like when you first started
Like,
using it, now probably use it every day and like, oh, that's tight. Like it's just so unconscious. But when you first started using it, it was almost as soon as you said it, you kind of like felt warm inside because you're like, oh, I just used that slang. It's tight. Tubular, dude.
oh man.
Goodness.
Good times,
Well,
man. Good times. So,
I know we
well,
are probably wrapping that moment.
yeah, yeah, coming to time, but man, I think this episode just gave me so many more ideas to like so many more things to talk about. So,
That and also so many words I want to try to bring back.
I know. Yeah. If you're laughing because of the way I'm laughing from our golf thing, where who is it? Jamie's like, I'm trying to bring back.
Oh gosh, yeah. Inside, we'll keep that one on an inside joke for
Yeah,
now. But yeah, some of those words that got a lot of people. I think it could be related to how Trump tried to bring back the R word, and we can.
yeah.
And it's some of them maybe just are left in the grave. But
let's just say that I think our friend was trying to bring back the bundle of sticks, a bundle of sticks.
that's a bundle of joy with the F word.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right, yeah, it is coming time. Awesome episode. I enjoyed this. Hope our listeners did. And to our peoples, we thank you.
Yeah, and hey, don't be tripping, Bose. Don't forget about you.
Peace.